Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. Now, for those of you who play along at home, the last review I filmed was Autobot Jackpot. I'm actually doing this one right after it. And in between setting things up, her royal firstie, Princess Delilah Bijou, was actually sitting in my light box. So if things look a little disheveled, that's why. But it actually should be fine. What we are looking at today, or whenever you watch it, who knows, is from the Super 7 company and their ReAction subline. Now, Super 7 is a boutique toy company that basically is known for doing their ultimate figures, which are high-end articulated action figures from various properties. Right now, they've been continuing the Masters of the Universe Classics line. They have Thundercats. They have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles doing articulated versions of the original toys. They will soon be releasing next year Transformers and G.I. Joe. They also, have done Voltron in the past. Well, their ReAction line is basically taking almost every single property you can think of under the sun and doing it as 5-inch scale Kenner Star Wars style figures that, as they said, people grew up with. And they've already put out about 4 waves or so of Transformer figures. Well, they now have like I don't know if it's a sub wave or just the next wave, but it's from Transformers the movie. And these figures are a little bit on the pricey side due to like the licensing and stuff. But when I saw they were doing Coronation Starscream, I had to pick it up. So that's what we're looking at from the ReAction line. This is Transformers the movie, as they're calling him, King Starscream. Now, right off the bat, the thing with ReAction figures is, and about, I would say, Super 7 figures in general, it's more about the look than it is about the articulation and playability. I'll tell you right now, for in terms of articulation, it's the 5 points of glory. The head can rotate, but you're not going to get much out of it because of the crown and those shoulder pylons. I guess those are shoulders. The vents there. The arms can move forward and back, but going back is blocked by the wing, which has no movement, and the legs can go straight out. They actually, you get a lot of you got a lot of range there with the leg, but there's no knee, no lateral hip movement or anything like that. It's a very static figure. The look, it's a very soft facial features. Very close to like an animation look. It's very nice, but and the cape is that like plastic vinyl type of thing. But again, that's what capes were like back when you had the Kenner Star Wars figures. I do appreciate it comes with the null rays. There is I shouldn't say regular, but there's another release from like wave 1 of Starscream that comes with an open hand that can hold a Megatron in gun mode. And some of the figures do come with accessories that they can hold. But yeah, like I said, these are expensive. I think this figure in particular retails for about $17, maybe a little less, maybe a little more depending on where you get it from. They are sold at Target, and they do usually go for that much, but they go on clearance a lot, and the sales. But realistically, this is a $10 or less figure that, because of the licensing and stuff, gets a $7 tax put upon it. It feels good. It's solid plastic. I really don't think there's any hollow bits. The paintwork is nice. The colors are nice. It has that nice animation look to it. I'm a big fan of King Starscream, the Coronation look. We've already looked at the red figure, and I swore off buying red figures again, but, every time I try to get out, they pull me back in. So yeah, the Coronation gear is not removable, so that is, another point. And, if you're someone who enjoys handling their toys, the ReAction line is really not for you. I think it's really for these hipster collectors who will just buy a figure, leave it in the packaging, or open it and put it on a shelf and never touch it again. I'm kind of on the fence about getting Hot Rod just because of how cool it looks. And then there's a Galvatron figure. I mean, and they've also done larger scale figures like Jetfire, who goes for roughly the same amount. I'm kind of thinking about him, and then as a 6-inch tall Devastator. Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, from what I can tell, their Ultimate Transformer line is going to be a little more articulated than this, but based on the Voltron, as I said in my review of the Voltron, not by much, so you guys should be prepared. So I got this figure off of Amazon.com. Last time I checked, it was still available, but I got to tell you, with Amazon's pricing algorithms, it does fluctuate, and I've seen it actually as high as like $18.50. So if you like Starscream, if you like King Starscream with the coronation gear, maybe pick this up as a one-off. But I think for most Transformer fans, this is a figure and a line that's just not designed for you. That's about it for the review. I mean, there's nothing more really to show. If you like this review, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. As I always say, the algorithm, it helps with the algorithms, getting more eyes on the channel, more eyes on my videos. You guys are great about that. I appreciate the help. Speaking of helping, I got my Patreon, www.patreon.com/chuckdog1999. Card in the corner, hyperlink in the description below. $1 a month, $12 a year. I mean, it's the holiday season. I just don't want to go through the whole spiel, but it is what it is. If you do have a little extra, I would appreciate it. But I always appreciate, as Delilah tries to walk into the camera, your views. And I really do mean that. So, that's about it. It's your old pal Chuck for King Starscream. We will see you next time. And, of course, Delilah's now walking away. I would have let her walk in and block the camera, but alrighty. Take care.